Okay, I hear Denalde looks like dog shit talking to Sean Hannity tonight, and you know that's his favorite, so that's kind of surprising.
Be with you, Sean.
Let's see what he had to say.
Well, it's good to be with you, Sean, but it's a terrible time for our country. I don't think in all of the years our country has ever.
I mean, what percentage of fucking troops died in Afghanistan to friendly fire, dude? Like, isn't it like the A-10 that's like the #1 cause of American troop casualty or something? It's like up there with IEDs. So what's up? Like, does that mean we gotta ban the A-10, dude? We fucking can't. We can't have these warplanes in America, dude. They've been murdering too many of the fucking troops.
Been so humiliated. I don't know, would you call it a military defeat or a psychological defeat? There's never been anything like what's happened here. It's you can go back to Jimmy Carter with the hostages. Well, it's good to be with you, Sean.
Well, it doesn't seem like it's good to be with Sean, though. He doesn't seem
Did a
too
terrible
happy.
thing, but think of what's happening now. I've heard as many as 40,000.
Dude, it's your fucking deal. Like, it's his deal. Like, Trump is responsible for America pulling out of Afghanistan. I'm out here desperately trying to give him credit, okay? In the interest of, like, bipartisanship or whatever the fuck. I'm out here telling you, like, Donald Trump is literally responsible for America withdrawing out of Afghanistan. Straight up. And quite frankly, I think that's credit where credit is due. He was too much of a pussy to like follow through on it, but he negotiated it and basically turned it into, you know, Joe Biden's problem, but still he did it. And it was a fucking good call. Just own it, dude. I don't understand. Just don't stop being such a pussy. To be fair, though, like it wasn't even, he didn't even contract it out to Biden. He probably thought he was still going to be president. And I also don't know if he was actually going to end up pulling out because I feel like he's too susceptible to pressure. Like, because he could have done it at any point in his presidency and he waited till the end and he still didn't do it. You know what I mean? So maybe he would have never done it. But even then, it's like, dude, take credit for it. It's who cares? Who cares if Joe Biden executed it? You literally fucking did a good job.
1,000 Americans. And the Taliban, good fighters, I will tell you, they're good fighters. We have to give them credit for that. They've been fighting for 1,000 years. That's what they do, is they fight. The Taliban has circled the airport, and who knows if they're going to treat us right. You know, all of a sudden, we did a terrible.
Like, he facilitated this deal when all of his fucking dipshit generals, who are very handsome generals, but, you know, they were cowards. They were pussies. Very handsome, though. Like, straight out of Central Casting. Okay? When they were all like, what are you doing, Mr. President? Don't fucking do this. Trump was like, nah, I'm still going to do it. I'm going to come. I'm going to pull out.
It doesn't. You need somebody up there that they're going to respect. So when they say, oh, he talked to the Taliban, you remember they were criticizing me. They criticized me when I talked to Kim Jong-un. I started the process. All the troops are coming back home. They couldn't stop the process. 21 years is enough, don't we think? 21 years. They couldn't stop the process. They wanted to, but it was very tough to stop the process when other things are.
I agree with your takes, but sometimes you're painfully idiotic, ideologue. For the record, I think we should take in all the refugees, but the call service members who fought there demonic for feeling suspicious or bitter is dumb. What? Comrade Coomer, suck my cock, dude. Those motherfuckers literally laid their life and had so much more to fucking lose than you or your friends that went out there. Some were duped into it, some were not. But you always had a fucking home to come back to and a wife that may or may not have cheated on you. Those motherfuckers literally just... Those dudes don't have anything. If you're going to be suspicious of them, then you're a fucking piece of shit. Yeah. I'm the comrade of defending troops being xenophobic about people that literally fucking laid their lives on the line side by side with you.
Right. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. It's a shame. 21 years by a government that wouldn't last. The only way they last is if we're there. What are we going to say? We'll stay for another 21 years, then we'll stay for another 50. The whole thing is ridiculous. So we're bringing our troops back home. I started the process. All the troops are coming back home. Thank you. Thank you. It's a shame. 21 years.
The videos like that, I cannot explain how absolutely blind Trumpies are. I can show them Trump saying we're bringing the troops home and ending the war, and they literally said he meant the war on aborted babies. They were filming on the Freedom phone. It's literally the same justification as a black guy mugged me, so I'll be raised now. Yeah, yeah. Dude, that's kind of fucked up. I can't believe you're like calling someone a fucking demon for being suspicious of like Afghan people that you know, laid their literal fucking lives and their families' lives on the line when they were in like active conflict with the Taliban and have a lot more to fucking lose than you did. Maximum, you lose a fucking limb, okay, which is pretty devastating. They lost their entire families. You know what I mean? Your fucking mom and dad that birthed you, they're going to be fine in America, okay? They're not going anywhere. You're over here going to fucking mistreat them like that? Okay, what is this? What is this? I'm not saying he's right or justified in his xenophobia, but being surprised or shocked that someone feels bitter is weird. Did I seem surprised or shocked? Did I stutter? As a matter of fact, I'm not shocked at all. I'm saying, like, fuck you for feeling that way. And fuck you for using your service to, like, justify not bringing people that... Not even just the fucking... not even just the fucking interpreters. I think everyone should be able to seek asylum.
Well, President Biden told me it's the single biggest problem we have. I said, have you ever called him? Have you ever talked to him? No, I haven't. He did try, but it was not receptive on the other side. But it was receptive with me. Now, we were supposed to have a war and probably a very big nuclear war. I get along with him great, and I got along with him.
Wait, who's he talking about? Afghanistan?
Great. He doesn't like Biden much, I'll tell you that. But I got along with him great. And we had no problems. You remember that. We were virtually, remember the big button versus the little button and the whole thing. Let me just, we get along great. We had a very good relationship. We met, we got no credit for that one. No problem. By the way, South Korea, I got them to pay billions of dollars, billions. We're protecting South Korea. They're very wealthy. They built the ships, they build the televisions, they do everything. They're very rich. They were paying us nothing. I got them to pay billions and billions of dollars because we're protecting them from North Korea. And I had a very good relationship with President Moon and all of the people in South Korea. In fact, they liked me and I liked them. But I said, why are we doing this for nothing?
By the way, I don't know about this rhetoric, but this is another foreign policy thing that Donald Trump did that was actually fucking regarded positively by President Moon. He's not wrong. South Korea loved when Donald Trump actually de-escalated like the military training in the region. Okay, that was unironically a thing. No, they didn't. They absolutely did. They absolutely did. He let, unlike what most foreign policy advisors were telling him to do, he absolutely respected the wishes of the South Korean leadership and literally fucking de-escalated military action there. And it was unironically a good thing. And sorry, these are some of the few good things that Donald Trump did. Some of the very few things that he did that was not bad. You're pseudo defending an interpreter working with the Taliban because America bad imperialism, whatever. Wait, I'm not defending the fucking dude that was working with the Taliban. I'm getting mad at the fucking dude for saying my interpreter worked with the Taliban, so we shouldn't bring in any interpreters into America. Suck my cock. It's like literally a fucking personal anecdote. What are the top 5 things that Trump fucked up? Literally everything. Okay? Everything. Basically everything else. South Korean, North Korean, peace agreements. He took a back seat, let South Korea fucking lead. Was actually good. Oh, shit. Facilitated the fucking, facilitated the deal with, finally pulled out of troops out of Afghanistan, at least negotiated to pull the troops out of Afghanistan, which Joe Biden executed. Also good. Pretty much it. There's really nothing else that he did that was good. Absolutely pathetic display of coup d'etats, which was like overall a good thing. You know what I mean? He was like, his State Department was like just absolutely horrible, dude. Like fucking horrible. You know what I mean? Under his leadership, like we failed. We were like fucking 0 for 10 on coup d'etats, which was tight. But everything else is like really bad and not a single good thing, to be honest. COVID handling was really bad. NATO funding, he didn't like actually do anything about NATO funding. He just made other countries put more into NATO themselves. So it's not like he fucking was based and like destroyed NATO or anything like that. That did not happen. Everything else was really horrible. Environmental issues was dog shit. Assassination of Soleimani. Some of the worst foreign policy mishaps, or some of the worst foreign policy fuck ups, like assassination of Soleimani, pulling out of the Iran denuclearization deal. Like that was insanely bad. Pulling out of TPP doesn't fucking matter. He pulled out of TPP, but then like tried to fucking do tariffs on China. And just like he renegotiated NAFTA, but like literally his renegotiation was the same deal. So a lot of that stuff is just the same. He freed ASAP Rocky. Moving the American embassy to Jerusalem was one of the worst fucking things he could have done. That was really bad. Really, really bad. Like devastatingly bad. So bad that I don't even know if like Hillary Clinton would have done that. You know what I mean? Yeah, didn't pardon Snowden, didn't pardon Assange, even though Assange helped them. That was kind of fucked up. What else? Didn't punish Saudi Arabia for Jamal Khashoggi. Kept selling them weapons and like very openly said, "What are you gonna give me $10 billion? Someone's gonna sell them weapons. It might as well be us. Do you have $10 billion laying around?" Yeah, pardoned literally some of the worst fucking people ever, like Roger Stone. Interfered with like an actual internal investigation by the DOD into Eddie Gallagher's many crimes. Like personally interfered with an investigation and a court case, and then pardoned the guy anyway in the end. Hasn't mentioned Ukraine yet. With what? With what respect? Muslim ban was horrible. Incited a riot at the Capitol. Donald Trump was so bad. COVID mishandling led to 600,000 dead Americans. I don't know where to fucking start. Supreme Court judges, yeah, hyper conservative. The 3 Supreme Court judges is really bad. Charlottesville, a lot of fucking white supremacist Nazi rhetoric was just flying around. Like, just straight up fucking fly. Just, dude, 2016 was such a weird time. Like, we actually were talking about, like, whether we should punch Nazis or not. And there were a lot of liberals who were like, you probably shouldn't punch Nazis. That was how crazy shit got. Puerto Rico was basically a Katrina-style mishandling. Kids in cages, you know. Who built the cages? Obama. Who filled the cages? I did. Obviously the worst tax cuts since Ronald Reagan. That was really bad. You know, pulling out of the Paris Climate Accord is like, I mean, it's bad, but it's like not even the worst thing that he did as far as like completely dismantling the EPA from within. Not really like using DACA as a fucking way to, God, he was really, really bad. It's kind of wild how bad he was. I already said the Jerusalem embassy was a fucking horrible thing. Inviting a college football team to have White House McDonald's dinner. No, that was awesome. No, that was okay. That actually tops the list of good things that he did. I couldn't find like a fourth thing that he did that was good. That was one of them. That was hilarious. That was actually awesome. Are you kidding me? That was great, dude. That was hilarious. Did Trump do anything good that you can think of? That's how we started. I gave you 3 things that he did that were good. Worse or equal to Obama? Worse than Obama by every metric that I would criticize Obama on. I guess except for like deportations. The fuck do you mean worse or equal to Obama? Like people say Obama's the drone king, which is hilarious because like Trump droned way worse, more civilian casualties, dismantled the internal checking mechanism that the American government had, which was already giving us a conservative estimate to begin with. Like literally stopped that entirely. He was like, why are we telling people how many civilians we kill? Are you fucking stupid? We're not doing that anymore. Like, no, Trump did not outpace Obama on deportations. Obama still is the deportation king. stimmies were good, even though he like, yeah, one of the most comprehensive, most significant fucking all-encompassing welfare programs ever happened under him. So there was that. It was it was literally impossible for it not to happen, but still. $1,200? No, we're talking about unemployment insurance. Like, that was huge. Trump getting COVID and not dying was really bad. Agreed. Oh, the First Step Act. First Step Act. That was good. That was actually good. I mean, it's not his policy, but it was implemented under him. So there's that. There you go. That's 5. He signed it into law. Ultimately, George W. Bush is still worse than Donald Trump because he only got 4 years. Now, name all the bad things he did. I can't. It's impossible. He did say John McCain was a loser for getting captured by the Vietnamese. Yeah, that was pretty funny. I like my heroes who don't get captured. His overall disdain for the American military is pretty funny. It'll never not be funny. Like, he's just secretly, he fucking despises the U.S. military, okay? Like, you know he does. He made fun of Ted Cruz. That was pretty good. He loves the big sexy soldiers from Central Casting. He did a really nice job ripping into Michael Bloomberg. That was pretty funny. He had a thick dumpy, obviously. I'm not even mentioning that, though. That doesn't... He tried to ban TikTok. That was pretty cool. He called Haiti a shithole country. I mean, he called a lot of countries. He called a lot of black countries shithole countries. He said Nigerians live in huts. and asked why we can't have immigrants coming from good countries like Norway. What a fucking psycho. Oh, just so bad. Getting Elizabeth Warren to kill her own campaign by doing a blood quantum test was pretty good. Oh, yeah. That was pretty awesome. Pocahontas! Don't Nigerians have more college degrees per capita than white Americans? Yes. That is true. He wanted to nuke a hurricane. That was funny. I don't know if he actually tried to buy Greenland. I thought that was a joke. He tweeted, "It's been a rocky week. Get home ASAP," when ASAP Rocky was in Swedish prison. Yeah. Dude, remember when he Sharpied the path of a hurricane, or when he tweeted a photo from a classified satellite? Or remember when he had COVID and he was in the fucking hospital and he almost died? Oh man, that was awesome. But then he went in and he did a fake photo shoot. He did a fucking fake photo shoot, dude. It was like, look at me, I'm working. And then the papers were empty. He just had white papers in front of him, dude. Oh, no. The Diet Coke button was very good. Staring directly at the sun during the eclipse to show how fucking masculine and strong he is. Ruined comedy on TV for 4 years. Yeah, but he was comedy. Did he actually end up infecting the Secret Service on